coffee, tea.
This address is correct? Oh no, Bryansk.
No.
Not correct.
No.
No?
Киево-Московская.
Have you ever sat in a Tesla? This is permanent?
Do you have Wi-Fi?
Yes.
The route now
Блин с мясом.
to Barcelona?
Называется. Блин с мясом.
Blink?
It's sweet, but with meat. Very good.
Гости из Испании спрашивают, как Александр Буйков нашел контакты, чтобы встретиться с представителями Теслы в Глухове.
Ну, заочно. Мы знакомы с Олегом Полянским, и который организатором является. Потому он отзвонился, что будут ехать одни из лидеров этого марафона, и, собственно, нас познакомил с ними.
We just came from Bryansk, charging at the Vladimir Plaza hotel, and we had to go from there, Bryansk, to Kiev, but it was too long, 500 and something kilometers, and with this car we maybe couldn't have done it, so it's perfect that here in Glukev there's this charger provided by you, so thank you, because it's perfect for us, right in the middle, for us to charge and be able to reach Kiev. Ah, you filming me? Okay.
I film you,
Filming you, filming me. Okay. Vamos a hacer En China es completamente diferente, solo por la comodidad.
Sí, en China no están en guerra.
How do you say this?
Ucrania.
Ucrania. Pensaba que iba con E.
Украина,
Ucrania.
Сумська область.
Украина.
Oblast.
Сумська область. Глухівська міська рада.
Miska Rada is government.
Глухівська міська рада. Yes.
Miska Rada. City Hall. Miska City.
Мер, депутати.
Ah, that's the name.
La pregunta y no está ni tomando vídeos ni tomando audio ni nada, entonces sí, pero si no.
A la prensa siempre. Very nice. I like this red and white, the architecture. Very special. Reminds me to the university I was studying. It was in Bonn. And in Bonn they have a little bit like this. They have only yellow, not red. So very similar. Bonn is in Germany. You have the Cossack former capital, and Bonn is the former German capital. Bonn is now small and is not capital anymore. So coincidence. I studied in a very similar university. This is Raphael Mystery.
Yeah. So in every place we charge, we put a sticker that says Team 2 Spain charged here, and we registered the place on Electromaps, which is the app that we are using to find charging spots. So we are the first team to charge here, so we will put it here. And maybe if other teams from our rally come charge here, they will put their team sticker here, 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 in other colors. There's an orange, green, black, gray, I think, other colors for other teams.
Момент, да?
Más el hecho de estar sucio, cada vez que coges algo tienes que hacer así, te manchas todo el pantalón.
I'm the organizer. I went around the world 2012 alone, and I got the idea to join forces and to ask a lot of people to join. And now 2016 we are 11 teams who are going around the world. The purpose is to remind people that they should do something against pollution and to join the forces of all international nations to work together. The idea is we have very many national interests in the nations, and I want to make them aware that there are also international interests. So we have to forget borders, we have to work together against pollution, because pollution is an international problem. 11 teams. We want to make the around the world in 80 days, therefore we have to make it very fast. And the fastest way to go over the sea is to fly. So we took flights to fly the cars and the people over the seas, polluting the world, and for compensation of this pollution, because we want to be zero carbon, we planted forest. So about 10,000 10,000 trees were planted in Nicaragua, and we are also planting trees around the world on cities where we stay, where people want to be part of 80edays, and these trees get plates, and these plates can be scanned, and the people can make photos and selfies of the trees with themselves. And the trees will be visited 2020 when we will make it the next around the world, named Zero. I traveled till now over 22,000 kilometers, and it will be in the end more than 25,000, I assume. Every team will do this. So in sum we drive 250,000 kilometers in 80 days, so 250,000. It's a world record. No one did it before, full electric. Well, the nicest roads are in Switzerland, and I think everyone knows they are very clean and very clear and very perfectly maintained. And the road conditions are very different in the special nations. Also in one nation there are differences. So in China, for instance, the autobahns are very good, but sometimes there are holes in the middle. In Kazakhstan, normally the roads are bad, but there are also very good roads now near Astana. In Russian, it's a mix of good and bad, but 2012, I must say, the roads were very much worse than now. So there was, I can feel in 4 years, a big improvement of the roads. 2012 I went through Kharkiv, and I planned also to go to Kharkiv this time, but Kharkiv is a deviation. So to go to Kiev from Moscow, the shortest way is over this city here. And the second argument is we have to charge in the middle between Moscow and Kiev 2 times. So we chose the places where it's the best for the range. The car has a range of 400 kilometers. So we chose now here, and from here is 320 to Kiev, so perfect distance. This is the most perfect charge station you can find. So what we need is 3-phase. You have here 3-phase. What we need is 32 amps. You have here 32 amps. So this is the cheapest and best way to accelerate evolution, and I thank you that you made it here. You have two 32 amps, so even if there is a second car coming, they can charge in parallel, and we charge in 4 hours if we are totally empty full. I came here and I only have to charge 2 hours to reach Kiev. You don't need charging stations for electric cars, you just need power. If you have a charge station, it's easier because you just drive there and plug in. But if there is no charge station, then you can also connect the cable and make your own socket and then charge there. And power you find all over the world, so it's really easy because everything is with electricity, and there are much more billions of sockets in the world than gas stations. We as team did not encounter any difficulty driving, any difficulty with the car. The only difficulties we found were political difficulties on the borders. So we waited about 4.5 hours to be able to cross the border from Russia to Ukraine. We waited more than 1 week to be able to cross the border from USA and enter China. So this is the big paperwork, and the national borders are breaking people to travel, are not helping the world to be international, and I hope that in the future the people start to think about not making this much border breaking, because every thing you know about another nation is something which avoids war. So if you know the behavior of the other one because you are traveling and meeting him and knowing him, and you like him, and then you know that this is not unfriendly. 100% of all human beings are peaceful, so no one wants to have war, and if you know each other, then you avoid war. So we did not have any problem with our car, also not with the tires and so on. We are driving Michelin tires, which are very adapted to the car. Other drivers had problems with tires. The Chinese team had 7 tire exchanges, but tire shops you find everywhere, so you don't need a specialist for tire exchange. And one car broke his I don't know how it's named in English, the part in the middle here of the between the two tires. It broke because they drove into a hole in Kazakhstan, and they just went to a service station, to a car repair shop, and they fixed it. So the things to be repaired on a car are normal things every car repair or tire repair shop can do. I don't have family, I don't have children, and therefore I can do this 80 days around the world, but I miss my girlfriend. She is from Ukraine, she is from Kiev. The most beautiful women come from Ukraine. What I also want to explain is that we are planting trees all around the world. I already talked about that we are planting a forest in Nicaragua, but we also plant trees from city where we stay, and the people can see at treeworld80edays.com where the trees are. They can visit the trees, and then they go with their electric car there, make a photo, a selfie from them with the tree and the car, and can upload the picture to the internet. So they will be then in the internet, and this way they can join the whole 80 days project, making the world a bit better with planting the tree. And they can also plant a tree by buying an Amazon t-shirt, an 80 days t-shirt. So everyone who is buying this 80 days t-shirt, friend of nature, he plants a tree. So we guarantee for every bought t-shirt that a tree is planted.
And before we leave, we would like to thank Gluhiv and especially Alexander and Raman for letting us charge here, because otherwise we would have had a pretty difficult time. Maybe it was impossible to get from Bryansk to Kiev. So yeah, perfect charging spot. We have already tested it and registered it in Electromaps, and hopefully many teams can use it from now on. Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you, Alexander.
See you
and
soon.
Because you are a friend of nature, I want to give you one t-shirt for you. I hope it's the right size.
Thank you. Perfect. Gracias por facilitarnos el viaje y nos vemos en Barcelona o el año que viene si pasamos por aquí. ¿Tu papá Chini es Gluhiv?
I'll be back. 4 years.
Hasta la vista.
Thank you.